Well, today I had the worst day ever. Um, oh, my spine. Oh, I'm gonna cramp. Hang on. That's not the worst of the day. The worst of the day was I went to work. I felt kind of bad, and then I realized later on that I had diarrhea from eating pine nuts in the salad yesterday. So my stomach was all bloated and upset for the whole entire day. But that wasn't the worst bit. um, Around lunchtime, I was really struggling with my environment. It felt as though there was something annoying, a spiritual thing hovering on the side of my right head. It felt like there was something there, and I began to almost shake. I was getting a really big heart murmur, like my heart was starting to beat quite rapidly, and my whole hand wanted to shake. And when I get up, like my whole hand wanted to shake, and I wanted to freak out because the last two times that I've started shaking has been I've left both the jobs. I've not wanted to work and stuff. So, but this time I sort of felt like I knew it wasn't really me. The other two times it was more like me, like my skin was shaking all over, and I thought it might be some sort of neural, just brain thingy, brain damage or shock or something. But this time it felt like there was some sort of intrusion in the atmosphere, and I walked out like right away. Like I struggled to finish a survey, and then I walked out right away. And I was sitting outside, and all that feeling of anxiety and the heart murmur, and even that feeling of wanting your hand to shake sort of went away. But I was sort of traumatized about it, like, because I don't like feeling shakes and things that people can see and have you feel really bad. And I don't even like heart murmurs. And so I went out for a while because I knew it was an environmental thing. So I went out, and as soon as I was outside, all these feelings began to lift from me and made me feel less anxiety and stuff. And I was able to relax. And I wondered if I would struggle through the rest of the day like in the same way. And so when I came back, I checked out other places I could sit, and there was like one seat in the next booth, and I could sit at the end of the current booth that I was at, which might give me some relief because I was sort of blaming like the person behind me or the two people behind me, one next to the other, for containing those feelings in their bodies, and it's sort of releasing from them and affecting me. And so anyway, I just looked around before I sat back down just in case I wanted to move, and I realized, well, the best spot is probably the end of the booth that I'm currently sitting. And so I sat back down, but lucky enough, I didn't have any more episodes that feeling didn't come back, and I didn't have any more high levels of anxiety, and I didn't feel a heart murmur, and I was sort of able to do the work just normally. And by the end, I was doing like, in the last hour, I did like 9 surveys off the bat, you know, and I was able to do them. I wasn't like struggling like the one at around 12:15 or something during the day, like that one before I sort of had to leave. Felt like I had to leave was the big struggle because I sort of ran through the end two paragraphs and then sort of cut it off really quickly, whereas if I was doing it normally, I would be able to say the whole thing. And so that was my big upset, my big abnormal thing of the day, and it made me feel bad. But luckily at the end I was able to pick myself up, I was feeling a lot better. But when I was sort of battling it, I sort of felt really bad. I was cross that I was sitting near the people I was sitting near, and I was angry that they were admitting these sorts of feelings and stuff. And then, but I was able to get over it. So this was my last really long day because I don't often work like 8 hours, and and it was quite uncomfortable actually, but I got through it, and so I was able to do it in the end, and I got my last Saturday paycheck complete, which is good. And now I only have the weekdays to do now and the shorter shifts, so that will be good in itself, but I'm hoping not to feel anything like that again because I don't like feeling like that, you know. I don't like feeling like I'm struggling. I like feeling like I can do it, and when I know I can do it, I feel like better. I feel good about myself, and I feel like by the end of the shift, I'm not dragging myself through the shift. I'm feeling elated that I've been able to do so well, and I feel good and strong, and you know, I could do it easily another 1 or 2 hours, you know, when on a good day, you know, I'm feeling that sort of good. So I'm hoping to not feel so that way, that particular way again. But you never know. I mean, these things can come up whenever, and I keep in mind that you can just sign off and leave. But I'm hoping to take these last 2 months and get through it. Because I'm trying to get a good reputation, a good record with the agency I'm with. So I'm hoping to get through it okay, and then if I get through it, I might get a new job or something. But yeah, I don't know. But I have to start again after the day after tomorrow. I got tomorrow free, and then I start my week again. But this time I got Saturday free, so I don't know what I'm going to do on Saturday. I could try and visit Movie World if I like, because I don't know. It's one of those places that things can happen. But I could just stay here and do laundry or something boring. Maybe see a movie, I don't know. But I'm kind of up to my limit with spending at the moment because I'm paying off 2 loads of afterpay payments, and so I'm paying like $90 a fortnight. And but yeah, I don't know. So yeah, but that was my day. It was like kind of bad because it was a struggle, but in the end it was kind of good because I got through it. The person sitting behind me gave me a pat on the back because I think they knew that I was struggling through my day already. And I was able to sort of walk out there alive and feeling good that I'd made it through the day. So, but yeah, no, it was really hard. It was really hard on me today because I find those feelings that you get really hard and disturbing because I've had to quit two lots of jobs because of shaking and stuff. So it sort of brings back bad memories and the experiences of what you have to go through when things do screw up. So, but I was able to get through it. I did it, and then I don't have to do it again. Not anytime soon. Not anytime in the next 2 months. So I'll be very glad for that because I'm muffin at my roots, and when it comes to work, I mean, sometimes I think, oh, I could do this forever. You know, I work to work thinking, oh, I could do this forever. It's like this is a great job. The length of the job is almost perfect, and you know, I feel so good. But you know, on the bad day, you feel like, oh, this is crap, and I sort of never want to do this again. But you try and do it because you just want to. So that's work, unfortunately. I figured if I ever did leave, like if I found it so hard that I had to leave for good, I figured that if I ever did leave, I could ask the agency for work from home, work only, and see if they cough me up anything. Because I'm not getting paid working from home, and I would love to be paid in the agency. If they got me a job for working from home, they'd be able to pay me and stuff, so. But yeah, but I'm hoping to. So, I'm hoping to get through 2 more months. And then I'll see what options come up. But I don't know what they're gonna be.